Hello and welcome to Maverick Learners. In this video, we will explore the concept of constructor. So let's start. So to understand the concept of constructor, we have to create a text document. Okay, let's give the name as sample and change the extension as Java. Now let's edit it. So let us design the basic syntax of a Java file. Okay, public this is the basic syntax of a Java file. Okay, so the concept for constructor is only for the object created for a class. Okay, until and unless we haven't created an object, the constructor won't run. So what is the actual meaning of constructor? Constructor is a kind of initialization block. So what does that mean? Suppose we have created an int variable. Now this is the variable created. Now whenever this variable will be called by using an object, so there should be an value, otherwise it will return a garbage value. So Java has a smart function of using constructor as an initialization block such that the value of the variable will be initialized with the default value. Okay, now for example, just create an object. Okay, sample object1 is equal to new sample. Okay, now as the object is created, when it will be compiled, at the same time the initialization block for the object created will be run. What does that mean? The constructor will be invoked. Okay, so how does the constructor look like? So constructor will be the same as the name of the class. Okay, now if we want to change the value of the variable, then what we have to do? Just simply put the value into a different variable. Now then what we have to do? var1 is equal to 50. Okay, so now this is the initialization value that we want to give to the variable 1. Okay, now when we will call it, suppose let me write it like this so that we can print the value of it. Okay, now give the object name 1 dot followed by the name of the variable. Okay, so this is the complete syntax of a creation of a constructor, although it is not compulsory for a coder to always write a constructor until and unless the coder wants to initialize the value of it. Okay, now let's save it and have a look what will happen if we compile it. So for compilation, just type cmd, enter. Now change the directory to desktop, compile the file sample.java, error. Okay, again save it. So now we will just run it. So you can see the value printed over here is 50. Okay, now what will happen if we don't give an initialization block, which is the sample? Okay, what will happen? The compiler itself creates a constructor, okay, to initialize this value. So let us see what will happen if we simply save this and run. Okay, now you can see the default value of integer type is returned over here, which is 0. Okay, now if we haven't created the constructor, the compiler itself created the constructor. Okay, now constructors are of two types. One is without parameters and another one is with parameters. So let us create both of them. Sample, enter, sample Okay, this one is constructor without parameters and this one is constructor with parameters. So how to call a constructor with parameters? Let's suppose we make certain changes into it. Variable 1 is equal to the value posted by it. Okay, so when the object will be created, the s underscore var will hold the value, which means we will transfer the value of s var to var1. Now let's call with certain values, suppose 60. Now let's save it. Let's see what happens to it. Okay, so it compiled successfully. Now have a look. The value returned by it is 60. What that means? That means we have successfully sent the value to the constructor. Okay, now there are two more things that we should know about constructor. Constructor don't have any return type. Also, we can give access modifier in front of it. Okay, like this one. Okay, I made private both of them. Okay, now let's save it, then have a look whether there is an error or not. No, it's fine, there is no error. Again same result. That's all. Hope the concept about the constructor is clear for you now. So that's all for this video. Thank you.